Alright, what's up everybody? It's kind of been a long series here, not really, 4 or 5 videos. There'll probably possibly be 3 or 4 more. I got it off the lathe. Gills are on, fins on, tail's done. Need to knock off the nose. I'm not sure if I'm going to do that yet, quite yet, and sand that up. Not a big deal. Now I need to find giant hooks. Eyelets, eyes, or I might have to cast and make my own eyes. I don't know how I'm going to do that. Melt glass, melt plastic. I don't know. We'll see what happens with that. I'm sure I can find some craft supply eyes somewhere. That'll get somewhat close. Alright, here it is in 2 pieces. Ready? I'm going to show you guys a little trick. I don't know if it's probably a woodworking trick, but show you guys. Fold your paper in half so you have a book, right? Then lightly fold it again that way till you have a crease. So you folded it 4 times and now you have a window frame. Okay? Now just take one of those window frames, doesn't matter which one, cut it to the middle. Then fold this one in, this one down, and this one in. And that way none of your surfaces are touching sandpaper. That's touching sandpaper. That's not. This is touching back. So no sandpaper surfaces are touching, which knock off your grit. So, and you can go through 4 sides. Just unfold it, flip, 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 and you have a new fresh side. So that's a cool little trick. All right, this is part 5. Sand, part possibly, knock off the corner, or knock off the back, knock off the front, and I'll have it in my hands.
Let's all dance together one time. Let's all dance together one time. I took a train, but the drive didn't do me no good, baby. I took a train, but the drive didn't do me no good, baby. Wow, wow, nothing made me feel good since I lost my best friend. Oh, I see the doctor, got to find some medicine, babe. Oh, I see the doctor, got to find some medicine, babe. Make it funky for me one time. leaving out good, baby. And I'm asking all the while why nothing ever works the way it should, babe. How you feeling? I said, how you feeling? Are you having a good time? Hell yeah. 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 Or do you want to go home? Hell no. Are you ready to go home? Hell no. Or do you want to go home? Hell no. Are you ready to go home? Hell no. Thank you very much for coming and being part of our live record this evening. We certainly appreciate it. And God bless you for everything you've done for us. We certainly appreciate it. Let us leave you with this, though. I see the doctor, got to find some medicine, babe. Oh, I see the doctor, got to find some medicine, baby. Well, nothing made me feel good since I lost my best friend. Say it! If you say one thing but you mean another. 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 Say one thing but mean another. That's trouble. Thank you very much, man. We'll see you next time. Peace. You say one thing, but you mean another.
The hole's a little wonky there. I might have to get a little more wonkier, but I'm going to put a washer in there so it really doesn't matter. I was able to take from Home Depot, blah, 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 a coat hanger and drill a hole and cut it off to make the ball. I was able to buy steel a 3/16 at Home Depot also for a couple bucks and was able to twist that up. I figured out a bunch of lengths, cut it to length. Water supply line, and it was brass. My dad had it, and I futzed with that, and I got clear plastic supply line, you know, water or taps or bars or something like that, and jammed it on about the last 2 inches of this, of the copper water supply line, and then drilled my hole and cut that to length, and now that's in there like that. It's not, something's going on where it's not letting me the tail to spin right. I'll gotta keep tweaking with it, but I'll show you. Then this slides in there, the ball hits there perfectly, rod comes through, I drilled a corresponding hole in there, washer's gonna go in between first, and then it's gonna go like that, just like that. And I got some tweaking to do to get it right, so it's really close, really close. And I got some eye hooks for the nose here, and then one under the belly, and that's gonna almost be done with it. I'm gonna have to, I think, make my own eyeballs, buy a plastic ball and cut it in half and paint the inside and do that, which is not a big deal. I think I can handle that. And then it's ready. I don't know if I'm gonna prime it or not. I think this is part 5. I'm going to do, we'll keep going with this for part 5 and see if we can get it to spin true and put the eyelets on for part 5. So stay tuned. Alright, let's keep going.
Ain't got time for the sellouts. Those who would lead you to believe that one must toe the line, follow the leader, be a part of
Alright, well, I think that's the end of part 5. Part 6 might be me painting the eyeballs. I got one problem I kind of want to address. I don't know if it's that big a deal or not to me. Put the eyes on. I don't know if you saw that or not. So all I need, that's nothing. I just need a big hook and a big hook. What I don't like is this is it centered, right? You let it spin back around, it's off center by that much. So I guess I could put, I don't know if I'd have to put it on center. Hold on. Okay. I don't know if I'd have to, I'll have to think about that more, but if it spins and it kicks it back this way, I need the weight to be on the opposite side of center to swing it back over, if I'm thinking that right. This was a little tricky, the tailpiece, but I mean I got it pretty good, which is pretty cool. Hopefully you saw all that. I explained kind of some of that to you. It's not glued in right now. I have to, I don't know if I'm gonna, I don't know yet. I gotta figure out how it's gonna get painted. Alright, so that's it for part 5. Part 6 is probably me doing the eyeballs and maybe priming this thing. I'll have to talk to some people and see what they think. Alright, it turned out pretty freaking cool. This was a little tricky here, but I managed it. That's part 5. Thanks for watching. Be safe out there. Like, comment, subscribe, share, all that fun stuff. And I'll see you on the flip side.